It was very sad, Donald Trump said at the Las Vegas debate. Very sad that CNN was trying to start fights between the candidates and was asking other candidates about things that Mr. Trump said this and Mr. Trump said that. And maybe CNN was doing it just for the ratings. So was this a bit of media bashing by Donald Trump? Come on. It was so half-hearted. It was like a little flick. I mean, compared to what he does on Twitter, where he calls journalists dopes and losers, it was almost like he had to find something to say because he was the target of a lot of attacks. And Trump's game plan, a lot of pundits went out there after an interview with Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday. Donald Trump called Ted Cruz a bit of a maniac in the Senate. Oh, Trump is really going to beat up on Cruz. This is going to be the big showdown. And I went on the air, and I like to say this because I was right, and if I'm not right, I kind of hope you'll forget about it. And I said, that's not going to happen. Trump is always on his best behavior at the debates. He doesn't ratchet up the rhetoric against his opponents the way he does in interviews, at rallies, on Twitter, and that's exactly what happened. He didn't want to get into a fight with anybody. He's got a big lead, and he's trying to sit on it. And Ted Cruz certainly didn't want to fight with him. They had such a bromance going that even when the CNN moderators tried to get something started, Senator Cruz, behind closed doors at a fundraiser, you said this about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you said Ted Cruz was a maniac, but you also said you were willing to put him on your VP, on your ticket as VP. And, of course, they practically were hugging each other like long-lost brothers. Now, by and large, I thought Wolf Blitzer and the other moderators did a good job. It was a serious, solid, substantive debate that reflected how terrorism in the wake of Paris and San Bernardino has basically taken over this campaign. And when they did get Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz, who were more than willing to mix it up, the two Cuban-American senators, to go after each other by reciting things they had said, it was on substantive grounds. NSA surveillance, immigration policy. In fact, it got wonky for a while. Might have been hard for people to follow. So it's part of any debate to take what the candidates have said about each other on the trail and try to either fact check it or try to get them to be willing to say it to somebody's face, standing with a big audience. 18 million people watched this CNN debate, standing in a big arena. So compared to the train wreck of the CNBC debate, for example, this was a good debate, and I think even the mild criticism of Donald Trump didn't detract from that.